Welcome back. This is the final chapter of our book review. The book is Breaking the Mold by Raghuram Rajan sir and Mr. Rohit Lamba. We've discussed why India can break the mold and become a very great country. In fact, it is a country that can give to the world a lot more than what we've given in the last 70 years. In fact, we've given the world yoga, but now we have to give them a lot more in terms of great startup ideas and perhaps even manufacturing. We've also discussed the challenges, we've discussed the opportunities, but in this chapter, we want to conclude with governance, transparency, and accountability. As BCom students, because you understand money, you're at the heart of governance, you're at the heart of accountability, you're at the heart of accountability and transparency, right? You will ensure that your companies do well, you will ensure that the country becomes great, because when your company does well, the country grows and jobs grow. And we are mentors for kids. We are a not-for-profit. We want you to become employable. We want you to use these lessons that we are sharing with you. We've enjoyed the book. It's called Breaking the Mold by Raghuram Rajan sir and Rohit Lamba. Final chapter, Pavan. How do we have great governance, transparency, and accountability? We are in a cusp of a great change. India is the youngest country in the world. And a VC was telling me that for the next 20 years, we don't have to worry about India being young and having ideas. So do we leave it to the young? Because every generation leaves it to the young, and we end up complaining that this generation was bad and that just like we blamed our parents. I'm just kidding. Go on.
Yeah, so interesting question, and we are definitely I think one of the youngest countries, maybe the youngest large country in the world, right? Easy.
Yes.
Close to, I think close to 50% of our population is less than 30 years, right? With a sizable number. But now, again, if you look at this large population that we have, and we can fit this population into different brackets, the same individual can be bracketed into different spaces, right, at the same time, right? Uh, the question is, if we have to be a more transparent society, if we have to have the courage to ask questions,
Yeah.
and to get what we truly deserve, we need a fundamental change in the way we live. We need a fundamental change in the way we think, and we also have to ensure that our roots, right from the time we start studying, we are also deeply rooted as people, right, in what is good for us. Now, unfortunately, we are not going to put a lot of emphasis on philosophy,
Yeah.
making sure that we become good citizens,
Yeah.
we become honest citizens. We have seen a lot of people getting into a behavior where you're either rent seekers, you don't bring a lot of innovation to the table, but you're happy just
Plonking.
just plonking yourself there and
Yeah.
getting paid. And there's a lot of extraction. We need to get away from this extraction mindset if we have to make our future better, right? Because we will be creating a lot of chaos. Only the people on top of the pyramid will be able to be the rent seekers and extracted. And you have this vast majority of the population who are emasculated, cannot ask questions,
Yeah.
and people like you and me who just suffer every single day with bad roads, bad systems,
Yes.
despite having the brightest minds in this country.
I have a phrase for it. It's called the supply chain of discontent. I- I'll qualify that quickly. You order a cab, none of them show up because they're all looking at 5, 6 different apps saying, when will my rate go up? Okay, say one guy shows up in the car and you sit in that car, he will, I will be complaining saying, will I reach there on time? And he'll say, look at the roads.
Yeah.
I don't get paid well by the companies that I serve these apps. So then literally the conversation goes to the
Yes.
politicians.
Yes.
And then it goes into it. I mean, that's what we are asking. We're a bunch of people who complain.
Yeah.
Let me call it out. We are not able to.
We can't. Unfortunately, we can't.
Cannot.
Can you imagine?
Yes.
In a city like Bangalore,
Yes.
you
Bangalore
have
is collapsing.
you have the brightest of minds in this world. You have PhDs, you have double PhDs, you have scientists, you have professionals, finance.
Yeah. One of the greatest minds in the world.
You have
Bangalore.
amazing people. They're all stuck on the road in traffic.
It's funny. Some of the greatest minds cannot do anything about it.
Correct. You're all stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
I'll quote Mr. Narayan Murthy sir. In 2006, January or so, when they were announcing their quarterly results, there was this fight around the electronic city flyover and why it's not coming on time. Somebody said, they blamed Infosys for, but he said, look, we are not a road building corporation.
Correct.
We are providing jobs. And for that, we need transparency from the government.
Correct.
That's not there. And today, you are right, most of us fear. And these guys know that the general public can't do anything.
Correct.
And they have a swag around it that we can't do anything. And they manipulate the media. It's the entertainment division, you know.
So if we have to grow, if we have to become a better economy, if we have to create jobs,
Yeah.
we need to sort out these issues, right? Unfortunately for us,
Fundamental, yes.
as we move from highways to state roads to cities, we are just seeing a degradation of the infrastructure, right? We have
Yeah.
fantastic highways. Again, over the last maybe 20, 30 years, we've been able to create these fantastic infrastructure. I remember a podcast, I forget, mostly it was Neelkant Mishraji who made this statement. He went back to his youth and he mentioned that when he was growing up, to travel 60 kilometers would take him a day because he had to go from his home. He was staying in a village, go from a home, get a bus, from the bus to a railway station. Then the railway station would drop him to the next center. And from there, he had to take another bus. So it would take almost a day. Today, the same journey takes maybe a couple of hours, right? So, and he made a beautiful statement. He said the job of the government is to connect people, provide better roads,
Yes.
you provide the internet connectivity, you provide banking connectivity.
Yeah.
If you're able to do this, your job is done. You don't need to do anything more than this. You do this efficiently, and people will take care of everything else by themselves, which is
Yeah.
so true.
Clearly, guys, as BCom students, remember, you're getting into the system, you're going to be helping people who are extractive. Can you change their minds?
Mm.
Can you inculcate habits to say, you extracted for so long, please stop this extraction? That is your role today.
Correct.
That's when institutions change
And maybe a program on ESG
Yeah.
so will help
on environment.
give a
Yeah.
perspective which says, we can still be profitable and less extractive.
Yes. And the politicians, you are profitable anyway. We vote you guys in. You profited from it. Bangalore has no local body taking care of the roads. There have been no local elections, right?
Right.
Local body elections.
See,
Municipality elections that happened.
the politicians who we elect, we give them a lot of love, we give them a lot of admiration,
Yeah.
and we give them a lot of our mind space.
Yeah, we call them to our events.
Now,
Yeah.
so much of respect is given to these people, right? And for somebody to be in that position of power and influence, the least that you can do to repay this respect, repay the admiration,
Mm.
is to make sure our lives are better.
Yeah.
And we're not asking anything else, right? We're just asking basic, fundamental rights.
So move away from extraction to collaboration,
Correct.
right? There is enough money to paid by everyone.
Yes, true.
And for example, to travel 6 kilometers takes me 1 hour in Bangalore. Whereas in Dubai, I'm sure it takes 15 minutes or less. I don't know. I'm just not comparing Dubai. I know you guys will come and say, oh, that's Dubai. Generally,
No, we should. Why can't India be a
Why
Dubai?
not?
Right? Why can't Bangalore be a Dubai?
Bangalore should have been
Why not?
beyond.
Right? Bangalore's
Money.
the same size as Singapore,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Why can't we be Singapore? Of course, we are a very complex country. We have a complex history.
But
I
there's no
understand.
excuse, man.
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
Pavan, this has been a fascinating conversation on the governance and transparency and accountability. It's not about your state. It starts basically from the house, your local body.
Correct.
Stop being extractive.
And to our students,
Yes.
don't be rent seekers.
Don't be rent seekers. Yeah, I agree. A rent seeker is somebody who plonks and says, I'm getting free money.
I'm happy.
I am happy.
That's
I
not the way our country will
You
go.
got to level up because AI is going to take away your jobs and the politicians are not going to enable you unless you go enable them, saying
Correct.
not to save on their taxes,
Yeah.
but to tell them that, look, you've already made your money, how can we give back?
Correct.
Your role is vital, and therefore breaking the mold is a job of people like Pavan and me, but we cannot break the wheel. The wheel is growing, we can only influence it.
Yeah.
Please make sure that you protect your environment, take care of your family, ask questions, don't fear to ask
Yeah.
questions. Put comments in our LMS because we want our experts to guide you.
Yeah.
And again, we are a not-for-profit. Please don't think we're doing this to make money and become wealthy. We will become wealthy on the side by doing other things. Pawan's helped me set up a media company. He has a consulting company. He's a partner at a firm. We're doing this basically to benefit your life please come to our LMS, mentorsforkids.in, and let's change the world together and change it for the best. Again, we thank the authors. We have to say Raghuram Rajan sir has been a great influence in our lives. He's the ex-governor of RBI. And
What an erudite person. Both of them, right?
basically that says India has great talent.
Yes.
And we hope to bring you such books. We'll be reviewing one every month, and that also keeps us going, because we get to read such wonderful things about our country. So if you have doubts, please ask us. If not, check out the podcast, like and subscribe, share with your friends, and I hope we're doing something good. If you want us to change something, let us know. If you want us to change how we look, we can't change how we look, but we can change our attire for sure. But let's try our best, Pavan. Thank you so much for being such a patient. You're not a guest, you're a partner.
Yeah.
So as partners, we're signing off.
Thank you. See you.
Thank you, guys.